Good morning, everybody. It is, what is it? Thursday morning, September 12th, 2019. Welcome to all of you to the Avenal Rest Stop here on Interstate 5 southbound and down. Destination, well, north of San Diego, Ensenada, Cardiff by the sea. Glad to have you along this morning. A couple updates here as I am on the road. Got a beautiful crystal clear morning as we always do out here in spring, summer, and fall in the great Central Valley of California. I am moving south on I-5 and will be on I-5 all the way down to San Diego, where I will make a left-hand turn on I-8, not today, but tomorrow. I plan on overnighting north of San Diego, and I don't really anticipate any problems. I'm going to attempt to make contact with Dr. W, who is a physician in the area and has some inclination towards donating some funds towards Marshall's tooth job here, and that's fine. You know, it may or may not happen. We will see. The van is performing superbly. No complaints at all. Getting the same good gas mileage. No indicators going off on the dashboard, which makes me very happy considering what I've gone through the last 2 weeks. Yay! So hopefully everything will be good. I will try to live stream once I get down south of the Grapevine, which is the big climb up the mountains, out of the Central Valley and over into the North LA Basin area, and then basically continue live streaming from there until I reach my destination. I should have some time this evening to kind of look around, chooch around a little bit down in that area. I'm curious about it because I've never been down that way before. I've never really gotten off of I-5 between Los Angeles and San Diego. So it's going to be interesting. I reserve the right to change plans depending on how tired I am. I did get up about 3:45 this morning, got on the road about 4:45. I'm about 150 miles in, and I think I got about 350 miles to go, which to me today is a fairly short driving day. I'm at the rest stop now. There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of truckers and things behind me. I want to give a final word on the Ginger NoSoul, having reflected on that for the better part of 24 hours. Now, and I think what makes this particularly insidious, this case of defrauding people here on YouTube, is the methodology that was used was on a whole nother level of, dare I say, professionalism compared to the usual garden variety scamming that we have. It's such a regular feature of YouTube now. Now, what do I mean by that? It's one thing to come out and blatantly, after you sort of set the groundwork and sort of set the tone out there, set the storyline that you either have some incurable disease or somebody in your family has something going on or you need surgery. Number one, there's going to be an appeal to something that touches the heart. It's not that I want to go out night clubbing and I need some pocket money to do that, okay? That isn't going to fly on YouTube, right? But if you start talking about hospitalization, death, terminal illnesses, fights for life, then you've sort of touched people's, not sort of, you've absolutely touched people's hearts. Now, the garden variety of scam will come out and just put that out there and just make some type of broad announcement. I'm dealing with this issue. If you want to help me out, here's my GoFundMe. Here's how you can help. Appreciate it. Well, the more insidious type of scam has what I call a high degree of subterfuge or a little more psychology behind it. And that's what we have with the Tammy Sue Davis of Fayetteville, North Carolina situation. we have a person that was very slick in the way they operated. They tell a couple people behind the scenes that they're friendly with. As you know, Ginger was a moderator and a good one on my channel. You know, as many of us did on YouTube, I enjoyed her company immensely. I thought her very talkative, very intelligent. But when it came down to it, she was also very slick because she worked an inside core of people, of which I was not a part of, relayed her story to those people, and basically let them set the table for the rest of YouTube. Okay? Let me repeat, you don't do the work yourself, you leverage other people. Leverage other people to do the work for you. How do you do that? You let them know what your medical situation is, and what is people's first thought and inclination going to do at that point when they hear? They're going to say, if there's anything I can do to help you out, let me know, right? Wouldn't that be a common human reaction? So, right, the stage is set, very clever. Well, I've got a wish list on Amazon. I've not really made it public. Good point. Okay, nice, slick, right? It's not public at all. But I do put the bee in the bonnet of the moderators and other people that are friendly here with me on YouTube, and I let them carry the ball. And they carried the ball beautifully down the field, ducking tackles left and right. Made contact with various people. You know, Ginger's dealing with this situation. Gee, is there anything I can do to help? Is Rosie O'Kelly? Yeah, well, I know that she's got an Amazon wish list. There's no real fundraising. I guess I failed in picking up the ball by not doing a GoFundMe, thank God, which I just don't do anymore. But having put that seed in and then putting out, here's the other really slick thing. The Amazon wish list may have had dog food and other items, but the essential gear was all mostly medical related, which was very clever, because it would tie together with the story, and there would be, again, no pause, no bump in the road to make people think, okay, I can grab those items, as I did quite a few of those items, and have them sent. Of course, now we know that those items are easily returned to Amazon, and the result is that they're liquidated back to cash, and the cash goes to the person, the recipient of that. A pretty slick scheme. Okay, very slick. All bases were covered on that, except, of course, somebody with a very good memory that happened to connect the dots on a phone number over a course of several years. A lucky connection for that person. Probably saved a lot more misery in the community. But I'll tell you, it's rare that you see somebody that's such a professional operator, so slick and so adept at leveraging other people to do the work. In other words, if I put it out as my idea, it's not going to have the same power when I need something as if when I give other people that information and they do my bidding out of the goodness of their hearts. It's a much more clever and a much more diabolical scheme. Just beware. Just always think, am I being leveraged in this situation? All right. Best thing, if you need something, stand up and ask for it yourself, and stand and fall on your own merits. And anybody that's out there that chooses to donate or participate to somebody with these type of medical situations, you better demand a high level of proof, and you better have the person willing to actually present themselves on webcam, show themselves. If you're desperate enough to need money and you're such in a bad way, it's not going to be a deterrent to come on and show your face. It's a lot to ask people to back you up. It's the least that you can do. Okay, do what you want on YouTube, but I've certainly learned a big lesson from this. A lot of the psychology that goes on in a scammer's mind. Have a great day, everybody. I'll see you down the road.